Excuse me. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Yeah, if I told you that Masterchef was back again for another fantastic cooking video, would you be willing to watch? Yeah, I thought you would. Yeah, I've been promising you that I was going to come back with a homemade peach cobbler, and guess what? Today, I'm going to do just that. I will be back to show you my ingredients, and yes, of course, just for you, I have a secret ingredient. I'll be back to show you my ingredients. Hello, it's Masterchef back to show you his ingredients that he will be using in this homemade peach cobbler. Gather in here. I will be using a teaspoon and a half of ground cinnamon. I will be using a teaspoon of nutmeg. I will be using a teaspoon of allspice. Yes, allspice. It's fall, y'all. I will be using 1 stick of clarified butter. Yes. I will be using a pinch of salt that you can barely see. I will be using store-bought pie crust. I will be using a half a can of 7 ounces of condensed sweetened milk. Yes, it's gonna make it happy. I will be using a cup of brown sugar, unpacked. I will be using a cup of white granulated sugar. I will be using 1 big can of sliced peaches and a small can of sliced peaches. As you can see, I have poured off the juice. Masterchef make his own juice. Yes, my special ingredient will be 1 cup of peach nectar. Yeah, you got it right. They have different varieties and you can choose whatever you like. That's why I pulled the juice off of the peaches that came in the can. If you ever taste it, you will discover that it's sour. And it would take a lot of sugar to bring it sweet. For your treat, and only for you, my second special ingredient is peach knee-high soda. Yeah, you heard it right. You heard it first from Masterchef's kitchen. Peach knee-high soda, 1 cup. I will be using a teaspoon and a half of vanilla flavoring. As we get ready to go into the holiday season, I know that someone will enjoy this peach cobbler. I'll be back. As you see, I've already put my nectar and my soda in, and now I'm going to put my white granulated sugar in. Just pour it right in there. I am putting my brown sugar in, put it right in there, get it right in there. Let them get acquainted. And go ahead on and dump your salt in, pinch of salt. I'm going to go in with my cinnamon. I'm going to go in with my nutmeg. Get all that out of there. Allspice. Let everything get acquainted. And just kind of work that in there where your sugar can get all mixed in there with your spices. Boy, this really beginning to smell good in here. I almost started singing that song. It's beginning to smell a lot like Christmas. Is that the lyrics to it? I don't know. I just like cooking. That's all I know. Hey, are y'all ready for the holidays? I know y'all are ready to wear boots and sweaters. It's getting that season. Just this morning, it was 50-something degrees. And I'm going to be honest with you. I went out and I was cold. Yeah, I was cold. But hey, I have some boots and a couple of sweaters too. Ooh, this is smelling wonderful. And you know what? This aroma and this fragrance that's coming from this allspice, this cinnamon, and this nutmeg, it make the house smell holiday-ish. I don't know if that's a word, but hey, I come from a little town. So, y'all bear with me. I'm going to put in my clarified butter. Put it right in there. Let it get happy with the rest of these ingredients. And we're going to cook this down a little bit before we get ready to put in our peaches and get all of this cinnamon in the peaches. And the reason, let me tell you a little bit more. The reason I opted not to use the juice that came on the peaches, because if you taste it, it's kind of bitter. And it'll have your peach cobbler tasting kind of bitter. So I thought I'd make my own with some peach nectar and some knee-high peach soda. And I tell you, it makes the world of difference. Yes, it does. It makes the world of difference. It makes your peaches taste like they're summer picked. Make them taste like those peaches used to taste when you was a kid running around the neighborhood, taking them off of Miss Annabelle's tree. Yeah, everybody had a Miss Annabelle, a Miss Dice, a Miss Brown, a Miss Jones that had a peach tree in their yard. Yeah, those was the good old days. And I'm telling you that this peach cobbler will be something to remember. If you having someone over for Thanksgiving or Christmas, holiday, use this recipe and watch them compliment you on how great it tastes. And you know what? You ain't even got to bring up Masterchef. You can just tell them, this is your recipe. It is yours if you subscribe and use it. Ain't that right? Sure it is. It's just like having some tea. And somebody say, well, those so pretty. You don't tell them, say, well, these ain't mine. They yours if you bought them. Y'all supposed to be laughing by it now. But it's the truth. Yeah, just let this just continue to go until it starts bubbling. I'm going to go ahead on and drop my sweetened condensed milk in. Boy, this stuff right here, I tell you, it makes cooking very easy. We want this to almost turn into a paste. And the reason why, because I like the crispy dough and the juice and some peaches. You get that, man, and get you some homemade vanilla ice cream, and you talking about your toes will not stop wiggling. Your feet will not, you'll be patting your feet like you're in church. Y'all ain't saying nothing, but this is going to be very good. You see how rich that's beginning to look? Look almost like some caramel. Yeah, yeah. Now, don't get this mistaken for a roux for crawfish dish. That ain't what that is. You got to wait till the next video another time. This is almost looking like a cornmeal. You know what? I'm going to get ready here in a few minutes to put these peaches in. And they going to dive into this. They going to dive into this. And you going to think you at the Olympics. But you could be. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the allspice. Oh my goodness. And the condensed sweetened milk and the brown sugar. Woo, the smell. Can y'all smell this yet? Woo, this got the house smelling righteous. My goodness. Hey, you know, the recipes that I tried to bring to you is, you know, you don't have to be a cook. You can just be someone that have a good intention and get in the kitchen and cook some good stuff. Yeah, this is looking good. This has been cooking for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna say 10 minutes. You don't want it thick as cornmeal. You see that color? And I and Miss J have tasted it. It tastes wonderful. And we're getting ready to put the peaches in. And I'm gonna put the big can in first. Put your spatula in front of it so it won't splash all over you. You don't want to start running. People will think something wrong with you, and it will be. Look at that. Look at the color of that. And look at that spice in there. And just put your other can in. Make sure you put your spatula in front. And it won't get all over you. And this is not the juice that came out of the peaches. Now you want to let this go a little longer because you want the cinnamon, nutmeg, the allspice to get acclimated. You want those little marks. You want these peaches looking like they got pepper on them. But of course, we know it's not pepper, but it's the spices from the cornmeal sauce that we're making. I believe I'll call it that, the cornmeal sauce in this homemade peach cobbler. Oh, that looks wonderful. We're gonna let this come back to a boil, and we're gonna be ready to put this in a baking dish and off to the oven. Welcome back. This is Masterchef back, and we want Miss J to get a shot of my peaches and caramel. Look at that. That's my peaches. You have to trust the process that Masterchef has put together here. We're going to get the peaches into my semi-cooked pie shell. I like for mine to be crispy because once you put the wet ingredients in there, I didn't want mine to be soggy, and on top it looked crispy. I want it crispy all through. So now I'm finna put my peaches in my shell. Just put them in there. The peaches are tender. I cooked them until they gotten tender. And you want to put them in there and distribute them evenly as you can. This is a small peach cobbler. So you want to just get them distributed evenly. Get them all in there. Get every one in there. Don't let not one get away. And you want to get them distributed. Now we're going to put that caramel sauce. Now you could call this peaches and cream. I like caramel sauce. And I know some of you probably wondering, what is he doing using peach nectar and knee-high peach soda? You have to trust the process, baby. I think that will be sufficient. For time's sake, I've already cut my strips of dough. Just take and get the excess flour off. And you're going to put them, come out a little bit from the edge. And just lay them right in there. Boy, this is going to be nice. I believe that you will be pleased with the outcome and the taste of this peach cobbler. Someone sent me a text saying that you said that you was coming with a peach cobbler. Well, I hope this suffice for your watching and for your cooking, and most certainly for your taste. And just put them right on there. Yeah, this is the way Mama used to do it. This is wonderful. I'm glad that I could bring this to you in this season because, hey, everybody's going to be cooking and have their stoves lit up for Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday and New Year's. Okay, we're back. We're going to get ready to put this in the oven. And I'm going to put it in the oven on 350. And we're going to let this bake for 25 minutes or until the top is golden brown. And we'll be back to share the outcome with you. If you like what Masterchef have done today here with this homemade peach cobbler, hit that subscribe button and tell someone about how we're cooking over here. I'll be back shortly. Yeah, we're cutting into this bad boy. Let's see what Masterchef have come up with again. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let's get some of that crust off of there. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Good now. Good. Mm-hmm. Ice cream good now? Mm-hmm. Here. And this Masterchef. If you like what I've put together here, please subscribe, make this recipe, and you and your family enjoy. And always remember, if God be for you, who can be against you? Be blessed until my next cooking video.